Thank you for being here. 5:30, almost the end. Very, very excited. Thank you. I just wanted to give a few words about the Unilever Foundry and what we are. So I'm the head of the Unilever Foundry for Southeast Asia and Australasia. And what I want to say is I'm truly passionate about working with startups and collaborating with startups, especially when you're working as well for a big group like Unilever. Unilever is a $16 billion company, 400 brands in 190 countries. It's a massive company, and therefore we have the opportunity and the responsibility to work with startups, the pioneer of the future. So, after 2 days in Unbound, I've went into several talks and panels talking about new technology and how they are changing our future and the way we are working, the way we are developing new products. But what I've seen is that the future is unknown. But I have also seen that it may be not as unknown as we think. Because the startups are here, they are experimenting every day, they are trying new things, they are taking risks. And in that landscape, our role is to help them to scale. So the Unilever Foundry is a platform that helps startups to connect with Unilever and Unilever with startups. And I'm really happy to be here today and have this battle because Unbound is about innovation, but it's also about corporate working with startups. And Foundry is the best example. We provide a framework for experimentation for our marketeers, for our supply chain, for our brands. Unilever Foundry is at the intersection of brands, understanding their strategy, and understanding technologies, and how can we bring together David and Goliath to work together. So I know it's a lot of talk, and a lot of people have been talking about corporate innovation, but this is actually what we've been doing for 3 years, exactly since May 2014 when we launched out of the UK. We've received 4,000 applications, seen 4,000 startups and technology. We have launched 109 pilots to date across the globe. And out of those 100 plus startups, we have scaled 45 of them. Scale is important. Working with startups that are young with a minimum viable product is great, but if you can help them to grow, it's better. Scale means different things for different people and different type of startups. 2.8 million euro not invested but spent with Upworthy. The best way to accelerate startup is not to give them money, but is actually to give them the business. And this is what we do through the Unilever Foundry. Olaplex, I've been working with 13 brands globally. Discuss.io rollout across 28 countries. At Ludio, we're working with them a lot in the UK, Zero in SCAA. Through the Foundry, we help them to scale. And here at Unbound, what we've done is we're looking for startups that we can potentially work with. And I'm actually very happy to open the floor to the next startup. Thank you very much.
We're going to now invite our judges to take their seats. And we're very, very lucky that we have 3 judges with very interesting backgrounds. And I would like to firstly introduce Shannon, the co-founder and CMO of Orami, a phenomenal female entrepreneur, someone I've known for a while and a rock star in the region. Taizo-san, a world-famous Japanese investor entrepreneur, and Tanei Misra, the global brand director of Unilever. So we've got the corporates, we have an investor, and we've got another entrepreneur. So the 3 judges, please can you come and take a seat at the front. Round of applause. Made it to the final. So in 3 minutes, They're each on with 3 minutes prompt. You'll see when the time's up, you're going to be switched off. So 3 minutes to impress the judges and also impress all of you as well. So the first company is Sawwall.
Okay. Hello everybody, I'm Jay from Sawwall, and today I'm here to share with you a simple way to get your customers to sell for you. Okay, so we have developed a referral system designed for offline businesses like spas, gyms, and retail outlets to actually get their customers to refer friends to buy and use their products and services. So how we do it is we incentivize them with rewards for every successful referral, and we give them something tangible and very easy to pass on to their friends. So here's how it works. So firstly, let's say Dennis would like to join our referral program. So we send her a unique referral link via an SMS. So inside this link is where all the magic happens. We provide a secure digital voucher for anyone to redeem in stores without registering or downloading any app. And your customers simply need to use the sharing feature built into the link to forward it to their friends. And when their friends come down to redeem the promotion, they get their reward instantly via an SMS for them to redeem the next time they return to the store. So in our dashboard, you get to see who has been sharing your link, who are successful at sharing, and most importantly, how much rewards you have given out, when are they expiring. And also most importantly, the impact of a referral program or referral campaign for your business is that you get an army of advocates sharing and talking about your brand every time they get the chance to do it, be it in office, class, or gatherings. So we launched last December, and we have currently close to 20 paying clients so far. And depending on how well they execute the campaign, we have successful clients getting up to 12 clicks per referral link sent out, up to 56 clicks from their referral champions, and up to 15 redemptions for every 100 links they sent up. So these are actually very great marketing stats for offline retail businesses, and this is how we actually make money off the value we provide to our customers. So our business model is we charge based on a prepaid credits model, 1 credit to send out a referral link, 5 credits for successful redemption, and based on our package pricing, it costs them up to $1.20 per successful referral. Moving forward, we'll be actually implementing a subscription model for more advanced features in our system. So here's the team that brought this idea to life. Myself, I used to develop games for schools and government agencies. My partner Alex, he came from the retail industry. Family owns a retail optical chain. So we are currently looking to raise $300,000 to get us to the next level and scale past Singapore. And we would like to invite you to join us in our journey to make referrals easy and rewarding for everyone. Thank you very much. Any questions, please?
Thank you. That was in exceptional time. Judges, any comments, please?
Perhaps I'll start first. So I come from e-commerce, and I get a bunch of these in my LinkedIn all the time. Main question, I don't mean it in a bad way, but your competition, who's your competition? How do you go against SMS? How do you go against SMS VoIP? How are you better than everybody else that's on the market right now?
So basically, our competition landscape as of now, referral solutions are built beneath for e-commerce businesses as well. So where we see our market opportunity is offline businesses, which is why we designed our solution specifically for offline businesses. And the reason why we chose SMS as our main platform to distribute is because we can hit anyone instantly with or without their consent, technically. Yeah, so where we see our main difference compared to normal referral systems that's out there is we see consistent sharing rather than just a one-time blast through email to all my contact list or even a one-time blast to my Facebook. So our customers are actually, our clients are actually seeing their customers sharing across because they are incentivized to get that $10 reward from them itself. So it's just not a one-time blast.
Could I just add a little bit something else? Do you have like an edge? Like for example, do you have like a lot of connections with brands? Do you have a lot of connections with restaurants? Something that's a bit different because aside from data.
Okay, so as of now, our connections are pretty limited. So our main channel of sales is cold calling, knocking doors, walking the ground, entering every single shop, trying to find the boss or the manager of the streets. So within 3 months or so, we got about close to 20 brands so far. Where we see our niche also is mainly in services business. They are very receptive to this idea. Our main challenge is how to go past the gatekeeper and reach the boss so far. So we have a lot of chiropractors on board. They are one of the most receptive so far.
Tane, Taizo-san, any comments you want to add? Tane?
Sure, great idea. A question from a consumer goods perspective now, industry. Is there a particular size or value at which the financial model becomes unviable? For example, if you were to do it on a mass scale on, let's say, something like a soap, would this work?
It really depends. So to run a successful referral campaign, it really depends on your business and your pricing model. So where we see the sweet spot is that your pricing that you charge each customer will be probably about $100 and above. So services are $80 to $100 and above, and services are the one that cut off for you. But if you are selling a regular $5 product or $10 product, you can't really have much margins to give out rewards. So those are currently not our specific pool of target audience as of now, until we figure out a way to actually get them into the game of doing referrals. Yeah.
Taizo-san?
As long as I can see your deck, you have already approved the proof of the concept for the product. So, and also you are raising the $300K fundraising. So what will be the main purpose of the usage of the 300K?
Okay, so for the usage of the 300K, mainly is to improve our system and get our subscription model up so that we can charge more to our clients. And also scaling our client success team and marketing team to actually reach out to 2 main markets, Singapore and Malaysia as of now. And subsequently, we'll be raising a Series A around and stuff to actually go around mainly Southeast Asia market. That's our main fight.
So you mean the regional expansion is the main usage? Okay, I see.
Thank you. Thank you, judges, and thank you very much. Round of applause.
Thank you very much.
Right. Up next, we have Jumper.ai. Off you come.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Yash Kotak. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Jumper.ai. Let me tell you a bit about Jumper.ai. It's the fastest way to buy, sell, and collect payments all across social media. For merchants, it's very, very easy. You come in, sign up in 5 minutes or less, upload your products, and post on social media as usual. For buyers, it's even easier. All you have to do is you spot a product, you comment on it with the hashtag, and make it yours in 1 minute or less. Let me show you a magical demo of Jumper.ai. This is how it works on Instagram. You spot a product you like, comment on it with the hashtag. Jumper.ai intervenes and walks you throughout the checkout flow. It is very personalized and walks you from step to step, making sure you feel personal. You can also add a new address if you want to give this to a friend. And the transaction completes within Messenger itself. You will see the receipt right here. And boom, it's done. Again, to just reiterate on how it works for buyers, you see a post, you comment on it with the product hashtag, and it's done. For the buyers, again, it's a universal shopping passport. So, we are tired of remembering passwords, going to websites. It's just one passport to check out anywhere online. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Messenger, with more platforms being added. Our business model, in a way, is 5.9% per transaction plus 99 cents, with the option to pass it to the buyers to make it merchant-friendly. Since soft launch in January, we have completed 3,000 sales as of today morning. Some brands, FMCG brands, we have powered events like AdLabs in Magica. There was David Guetta down in India. we powered sunburn ticketing, and they saw a 20 to 22% jump in their sales. We also have retail brands. The market potential is huge. E-commerce market around the world is 4 trillion, 2.75 in Asia Pacific alone. We would love to take about 5%. That's a sweet number. The competitive advantage what we have is we consider all marketplaces and e-commerce sites our peers, and in our wildest dreams, we would love to power Amazon. We would love to see Amazon powered by Jumper.ai. That's the bell we want to hear at the IPO.
Thank you. Okay. Judges, over to you. Any comments, questions? Shannon.
Okay, let's see. Two questions. Well, okay, one question. Your model is 5.9%. Does that include, and this is to the B2B, right? Like, again, if I'm Amazon, then that's what you're charging me.
Yes.
And you're essentially a bot. Is
Yes.
that correct? And they check out with you. So you take the payment fees, you take all transactional fees, so I don't have to have another cost, which is another 2 to 3% of payment fees on top of that.
Nothing at all.
Okay, so all in.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You know, the shop retailers or the makers account on Instagram is not so popular compared to the individual influencers like fashion models and the young boys and girls and Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber's and so on. So do you have any features of the kind of the affiliate model for the Instagrammers to if they introduce some products and using that AI, and if the merchants or the makers will make a success for the selling the products and then provide some affiliate fee for the Instagrammers?
Absolutely. We have an influencer model in place. So if you have, let's say, Michael Jordan for the shoes, if he tweets or posts it on Facebook or even Instagram with that hashtag, definitely it's going to jump your sales, one. And two, you can have a sharing model with the celebrity.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yes. Thank you.
Great. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, up next, Q and me.
Hi everyone, my name is Kengo. I'm Japanese, but today I come from Vietnam. So let me talk about our story of market research cloud for Asia, Q&A. I have been working as a marketer for more than 10 years, and I came to struggle that because there's no effective way to understand Asian market. You need to pay a lot, you need to wait a lot. So what we're gonna do is that we provide cloud research platform. How it's going to work is that we receive the task as well as the surveys from the enterprises. We're just going to find our target to dispatch it. This is how it's going to work. So how it's going to work, technical point of view is that our members, we currently do have the 200,000, is downloading our app, receiving the surveys as well as the task. What has been collected is shown to you real time through our analysis tools. And the key is going to be the executions. So not only just giving the task, our mobile application could give you the guidance as well as very good verifications in order for you to do the task completely. And what has been collected is given to you by the way of our analysis tools. So if you have the task for the retail, we could provide you the retail share up to the store levels. And how it's going to work is that it's based on the incentives. If you're going to evaluate TBCF, you're going to get 50 cents. If you go to the store to check the pricing as well as SKU, you're going to get $2, something like that. And the key is going to be the executions. In order for us to do that, our dynamic engine is going to provide the incentives based on the questions, profile, as well as the information, so that we could get the data very easy, as well as having the very good verifications on it. And having done that, even though online market research or online task is considered to be cheap and bad, our quality of the service is considered to be even better compared with the traditional market research. Currently, our business model is based on two. One is the cloud-based models, and some of the companies use our tools in order to manage field staff as well as the promoters. And this is currently our business models. Even though we provide very good incentives for the countries such as Vietnam, our profit level is going to be more than 80%. And this is our tractions. We currently have the 200,000 members who's going to help us to collect the data. At the same time, the number of the business customers like our solutions, because it's very effective, they could get what they want with a lower pricing. And this is Q&A, and right now we are in Vietnam. We're going to do the same things in Asia. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Literally just with 1 second to go. Judges.
Main thing, competition again, because there's a few already in Singapore.
Okay. In a country of the emerging countries in Asia, the biggest competitor is the companies such as TNS or Nielsen. But now that they spend, their way of the market research or doing the task is based on traditional things. If they're going to follow us, they're going to cannibalize the market. That's how I think we have the good opportunities here.
Sorry, what I wasn't clear about is what's your advantage over established Nielsen or TNS, because they have a huge database. They pretty much monopolize that particular segment. So what is it, and they are getting faster. It's the industry standard. So what are your 2 or 3 advantages over a Nielsen or a TNS?
Okay, so our main benefit is based on the 2 things, speed and pricing. In case of traditional market research, you need to wait at least for a couple of months, or so a couple of weeks. We provide you the data in days. Most of the marketers would like to get the data whenever they want. That's what we provide.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Right, we now have task spotting. 3 minutes, the stage is yours.
Hello? Okay, better. So why is it important? It's because we live in an era where brands are actually really no longer in charge or in control of the message. And it's really been a shift, gradual shift. So going from social ads to social influencers and now to social peer-to-peer. And it's really because the way that people discover brands nowadays has really changed. And I think it's changed for good. So it's all about online word of mouth. It's all about peer opinions and experiences rather than just pushing down product messages. And it's happening everywhere. It's a global phenomenon. So interestingly here, for example, 50 times more, word of mouth is 50 times more likely to trigger purchase than advertising. This is a study by McKinsey. And why is this the case? It's because people trust people. And you can see here, interestingly, 50% in terms of influencers of the buying decision, 50% actually valued higher than the brand's own website. And it's happening everywhere. We're seeing this across all the industries. And as a result of this, the smartest brands have actually reinvented the way they do marketing and really focusing on activating their currently dormant consumers and turning them into peer-to-peer influencers. So who are the people under the influence at the moment? So here are a couple of case studies that we've done in the past. I'll let you quickly have a look at the numbers, and just in conscious of the time. So what is the common thread? All of these brands understand that people are the new media. It's a new way of thinking, and it really changes everything in terms of how we look at advertising historically. So it's all about the referrals, social word of mouth, eyeballs that actually care, and organic and authentic and genuine content. And this is the reason why we built Task Spotting. So Task Spotting is a unified solution for peer-to-peer activation. It gives you there all the tools that you need as a brand and to build and crowdsource your own crowd of micro-influencers and continuously help them engage with them and keep them active and engaging with the brand. So how do we do this? We basically give you an omni-link that you can publish across all your digital assets, and you literally let that link do the rest. So you actually effectively, as a brand, you are recruiting your own crowd. And we keep the consumers engaged and active. So through various different missions on our app, on the Task Spotting app. Or you can actually launch an out-of-a-box brand activation campaign that takes the consumers on a different experience. Okay, that's the time.
Thank you. Sorry about the little microphone glitch.
Hi, yeah. Do you have an MVP? And you talked about engagement and impact. Like, are there any measures to prove that this is better than existing, existing influencers that brands are currently anyway using?
Sorry, I missed that. Sorry.
No, do you have an MVP first? And second, is there any evidence to suggest from your own experience right now that this method has higher influence and impact on brands than the current influencers brands are using at the moment? They might be bloggers, they might be beauty and fashionistas. What is this doing incrementally more?
So in terms of which verticals?
Yes, as in terms of any example, you showed a Pond's example. So for example, in beauty, is there evidence to suggest that this is better than current influencers?
Well, absolutely. I think research has shown that actually the bigger the sort of the follower base from an influencer, so actually, the less engaged those people get. So actually, if you have a micro-influencer with less followers, the engagement levels are much higher. And also, interestingly, on the Ponds campaign, we did an independent study by Nielsen Market Research, and during the 6 to 8 week activation, we actually had Ponds market share went up by 5% during that campaign.
One question. I know 4 startups exactly doing the same thing, and their issue is how you onboard your peers and how you onboard brands. How do you do it?
How do we onboard the brands?
And peers. Because it's P2P, right? Micro-influence. How do you onboard influencers?
Okay, so we tap into the dormant digital assets that the brand would have. So we would basically look at the CRM, all the fans that already sign up for Facebook, for example, or people who've signed up for your newsletters. And these are all digital assets that are actually dormant currently, not being utilized, inactive. So what we do is we simply tap into those people, invite them to get engaged with the brand, and actually start sharing their experiences.
Thank you. Hang on. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right. Content.co. I think would you like to come up?
Yep.
3 minutes is yours.
Hi, thanks for being here today. I'm the co-founder of Content.co, and we're a content marketing platform that powers great brand stories in Asia Pacific. So it's 2017, and content marketing is the top priority for brand marketers today. But at the same time, there's a flood of content going online every single day. And to compound the issue, brands are slashing on marketing spend globally. So it's getting tougher and tougher for brand marketers to stand out with their content marketing efforts. So what is needed exactly for a brand to succeed today? So because there's so much content pushing out in all formats, what is really needed is great content, and it starts with finding the right content creator. So specialized creators with the right industry knowledge, with the right context to create content that is highly relevant to your target audience. And the other thing is, how do you quickly scale your team so that you can easily create content that fits the current news, current trends in a very quick way? And the last thing is, how do you have a proper workflow so you can work with adjacent teams like your sales team, your customer insights teams, so you can gather relevant information in order to create content that is targeting your highest paying customers. So everything is going back to the brand objectives. With all these challenges that marketers face, this is why we created Content.co, a new way of telling stories. So through our network of over 5,000 content creators in APAC, brands are able to easily find the right creators to create content that is highly relevant to their distinct target audience groups. And they can also leverage on these groups to create content that is, to create creative pitches through them. Then our end-to-end content marketing platform helps to manage workflow, encourage collaboration within the department and externally in order to create the best content efforts. So in 5 simple steps, you can easily create the content that you want: plan, create, review, and publish. So to date, we have worked with multiple brands across different sectors, and we have helped them to find specialized creators across the region. So for Unilever Food Solutions, one B2B campaign, what we did is we got food specialists across the region to create content that chefs will appreciate in different markets. And for UOB, it's about another B2B campaign reaching out to local SMEs in Singapore with, who are catering for different verticals like sales, marketing, hiring. You need specialized creators to create content that is engaging and authentic. And for Marriott, it's about one regional team in APAC managing multiple hotel chains across the markets. We provided them a tool to stay on top of all their content workflow. Over the past 12 months, we have created over 1,000 projects through our network of over 5,000 creators in 27 verticals and 9 markets. Thanks so much for your time.
Let's stay on stage. The judges will ask you a question.
Oh, right.
What is your localization strategy?
Yep. So in Asia Pacific, I think often people find that it's a very fragmented market. But honestly, no matter where you are in the world, it's very fragmented. You have people who speak different languages, different cultures, different interests, and yeah. So these are the 3 main categories. In every market across APAC, we have content creators in the key countries. So for example, a marketer in Asia may take care of 13 markets across the region. Through our platform, they are able to find the right creators because our technology is able to scrape through relevant information from each person's portfolio. So you can tell the subject matter expertise, you can tell the style through the publications they've been published in. You can tell as well as their languages. So through a few criteria, we can find the more relevant creators for them. And then everything is managed through our workflow so that you can collaborate even with someone who's not sitting in the same country or office as you.
Next.
How do you recruit the content creators in each local area?
That's our secret sauce. So through multiple channels, LinkedIn is a great resource. You are able to find, for example, you can type in keywords like freelance writer, freelance graphic designer, etc., right? But the problem with sites like LinkedIn is that you get endorsed, right? Your friends and family endorse you for whatever skill sets, right, that they think you may be relevant for. But on our portfolio, all the creators' past works are uploaded onto there, and we're able to scrape their experience based on where they have been published rather than what their friends and family says.
Good. Lovely. Okay, right. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Radar, 3 minutes. Off you go.
Hi judges, audience. I'm Keith, co-founder of Radar. So before starting Radar, I was a marketer at DKSH. And as all marketers here would know, searching for stock images is an extremely time-consuming process. So that is why we started Radar to solve this problem for ourselves. So Radar is a smart search engine for stock photos. So people often ask us, what's the difference between you and Shutterstock and the Getty images out there? So Radar is an aggregator for stock photos. The key difference is we have the content that they have and a lot more. In fact, today, we have 15 brands on board with us with more than 120 million images signed on board. So you can see in the product roadmap, we're adding a lot more content diversity, as well as adding a lot more intelligence into the algorithms. So searching for stock photos is time consuming, but more importantly, it is not cost efficient for companies as well. It's very painful for the company. They lose a lot of money. And that is why today we are announcing a new product in our roadmap, which is called the Radar Brand Feed. So think of the Radar Brand Feed as what you will a Facebook news feed. The key difference is a news feed made up of authentic images that you can use for your brand. So this is deeply integrated within your brand profile. So we use a combination of AI, so NLP, image and object recognition, as well as insights, combined with human insights of what we know of the brand, of the geography and the demographics, combine this into a relevant search results for the brands that we're working with. So we're actually now in the pilot with Ogilvy. So we can give you curated search trends that's relevant to your brand, and even tell which images may perform better in different geographies for different demographics. So we can work with content marketing as well. So content writers just paste the link in our search engine. We can recommend images that will be useful for your content piece. So this is a screenshot of a demo that we did. So our team is made up of ex-marketers, and my co-founder, Kang, the CTO, is an ex-engineer in Mirum. So we are deeply entrenched in the advertising and marketing industry. Our angel investor is a CEO of an ad tech company, Dr. Justin. And our advisor, David, is the CFO at Viacom and WPP. So we understand this space extremely well. So we hope through our platform, we can help brands communicate better with their target audience. Thank you.
Oh, excellent. Short and sweet. Okay, judges.
What is are you B2B, B2C, and how are you doing that?
So we are definitely B2B. So the key customers for us in our current live platform will be advertisers and brands who buy stock photos. In fact, our early revenues come from freelancers who serve clients. So even for the brand feed, it will be a B2B play.
Next.
Can you talk a bit more about the HI part? Like, because I guess AI everyone's using right now, but how do you integrate HI into your secret formula?
Yep. So HI is not really a secret formula. It's really from experience. So from our experience, working with all these APIs, we understand that AI can only take you so far, but there will be certain elements that you need to apply with your brand knowledge. For example, we recently worked with Prudential. You need to apply certain brand knowledge of that vertical for that different product. So it was for Pro Women. So you need to understand the product for that different demographic. So that's the HI part through experience as a brand owner in the past, that we need to curate the photos. So AI can only take you about 70 to 80% of the way. You need the additional curation.
Thank you. Taja-san. Okay, thank you very much. We have 2 more companies left, so we're making good progress. Flatpay, over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So Flatpay is actually a blockchain-based company that solves trade and supply chain finance on blockchain. So what's so exciting about it is because the problem is in the trade finance and supply chain. There's a whole manual process of the work, and getting letter of credits, it takes a lot of time, and also the transfer is not as fast as it was. So what it does is actually why our blockchain is so unique, because the existing market you saw is only this blockchain on trade finance alone or the supply chain, because trade finance and supply chain finance is part of the ecosystem for importer and exporter. So usually the manual process is importer and exporter will get the letter credit, they don't trust each other. So we're going to put them on the smart contracts and the digital assets. This is how it's going to work, because there's transparency and one set of documents, it clears all. Right. What a business model is actually very simple. We help them to do batch PO invoice and on transactions, as well as we also charge them as a customized B2B solution. And as you know, international retailers, they have their ERP system like SAPs and some other companies that we can put the live feeds from the shipping containers and etc. So where we are now in the Marks and Spencer is our customers right now, and we have been transacting in closed beta stage. And basically in Hong Kong we have Li and Fung. They are the global retailers and supply chain management. And this is our scale that on our competitive analysis. And also what we have accomplished is through SG Innovate, we have gone through the NVIDIA Inception program, and there's a little bit AI element in between the merchandisers and buyers. And so we're looking for 600K to build a better MVP product and a pure proof of concept, and also value to investors for the next full round of 18 months. So our team has been industry leaders, and we have been in industry for this space. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions?
Could you explain more about your model? Because your explanation is too fast to understand.
So which part do you want me to explain?
The settlement model.
The settlement model?
Yeah.
Okay, the settlement, sorry, I was flipping too fast. Can we go back to the settlement model? Is it possible? Oh, no. Okay, the settlement model is very simple. Because there's no longer needed of letter credits, and there's no longer needed of everything will be in digital assets, and everything will be cleared through the partners, and the settlement can be cleared within 48 hours, 24 hours, rather than wire transfer. Wire transfer usually takes about more than 5 to 6 days. And there is a bit of IoT element on the containers that you can track the containers where it's gone to. Once the containers reach to the customer place, the funds will be released automation.
Thank you. Next, Judge.
Also, just to clarify what this is, you are, and correct me if I'm wrong, a B2B SaaS trade finance for, again, B2B customers, where you have blockchain as your technology, and you have know your customer, so you do due diligence on both sides, and you have escrow for the settlement.
We don't do escrow settlement.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Okay, escrow settlement, we don't do that because there is a transition period, because what we've done with Marks and Spencer, because they still believe in the old model and exists of letter of credits. They don't trust the factories. A lot of China's factories that we're trying to onboard them, they can't pay it out and stuff like this. So we became the middleman. So we took the letter credits for them, but we don't do the escrow payment.
Thank you. Any more? Good. Shannon, I have to say, I think you're in the wrong profession. You should be a police interrogator.
Sorry, I'm also flipping the slides too fast. We should be slow.
Very good. Thank you very much. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're down to the last but not least. We'd like to invite Key Reply, who's going to talk to us about AI.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Sui Kiat, an AI engineer representing Key Reply, the #1 AI chat automation platform for enterprises and governments in Asia. Now, believe it or not, we actually started way over 2 years ago, way before every single Tom, Dick, and Harry got into the chatbot business. Now, at the beginning, our solution was an app. Okay, it's sort of like a keyboard, but instead of pressing alphabets, you're actually clicking and sending predefined written templates. Now, this was meant to help business owners reply to customers quicker. So we launched the product, we got some replies, some feedback. Feedback goes something like this. Oh, I'm sure I'll love your next product. Now, what next product? Why don't you love this product? So now, what's the problem here? Now, we dug deeper, and we realized that businesses didn't really want to reply customers faster. They wanted something to just take away the need to reply entirely. And that's what we're offering here at Key Reply. Now, since launching the company, we've moved from country to country, from Singapore to Hawaii to New York to San Francisco, and now we're back in Singapore ready to tackle the Asian market. Now, moving back to Asia was a strategic decision. We're betting that Asia is going to be all about chat. Now, we're betting that people are going to be ready for our solution, and that the timing is perfect for capturing the potential in chat and messaging. Now we're betting that key decision makers and stakeholders are going to be out there looking for solutions, and we're right here ready for them. So, since coming back, the bet has paid off multiple fold. We have received immense response from diverse industries. We're currently working with paying customers across 5 verticals: government, pharmaceuticals, e-commerce, publishing, and financial services. So here are some public examples that you may have heard of. We have the gov.sg bot in collaboration with the Ministry of Communications and Information. We also have implementations with NinjaVan, Tech in Asia, and ASCAD. So here are the components of the key reply solution. Now, for marketing, we have external-facing bots that can provide rich engagement with your customers, like through game storytelling, whatever you can think of. Now, for support automation, we have inward-facing bots that can do email classification as well as intelligent auto-response. We also have a full suite of dashboards for stakeholders like you to manage your content as well as build data analytics. And finally, we have a proprietary NLP engine, and we like to call it the brains behind our bots. At KeyReply, we have a diverse team all over the world. We have business, we have engineering, we have researchers, and we're backed by AngelPad as well as Plug and Play. And with our present deployments, we have witnessed improvements in brand engagement metrics as well as response times. We've witnessed high automation rates of more than 40% and model accuracy of more than 90%. So at KeyReply, we believe that we can change the future with automation. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to bring your...
Yeah, so this is our CTO, Max. Okay, and we're happy to take any questions that you might have.
How are you different from Jumper?
Yes. All right. Let's just talk about, there are tons of chatbots out there, right? So let's talk about the differentiating factors between us and other chatbots. So first of all, most chatbots that we see in public are like marketing chatbots. It's for you to learn more about the business, right? Maybe do some campaigning and things like that. So we have that. And we also have an inward-facing bot. So this is for support automation. Now, support staff are often overloaded by customer inquiries, that's one, but also internally, we have questions about SOPs and things like that. And we can actually apply the same NLP technology, port that over to an inward-facing system that can be integrated within whatever solutions that you have in-house.
Yeah, so we have many customers that requires bots that sits on the intranet that has, is a chat widget that on the customer on the client company's portals, and then they can ask questions about the company, internal questions.
You talked about brand engagement. So I think brand engagement requires a slightly more deeper conversation with the customer than just a standard reply. So what's your process? How do you train the bots to go about understanding and getting to that level? Like, is it a long drawn process, or how does it go?
Okay, so our average deployment time for marketing bots will take an average 2 months. We kickstart initial training with feeding the NLP engine with past tickets as well as FAQs. Now from this, we can optimize the bot's accuracy to an expected 80 to 90%, depending on complexity of questions and diversity of questions. Now from there on, upon launch, we can work closely with the client, continuously optimizing that bot's accuracy. We can even integrate bots such that the client themselves can help us improve the bot's accuracy.
We also have a large library of reusable modules for all kinds of campaign games or surveys, all kinds of stuff. So it's usually plug and play. For those modules, if you only use those, the bot can be up in less than a week or two.
Yeah, the modules are really cool. So we have this module where you can go ask weird questions like what is live and things like that. So yeah, these are all fully plug and play, and they're generalizable across all industries. Yeah. Anything else? All right. Yes.
What kind of customers are using your platform?
Okay, so currently, as I mentioned, there are 5 different verticals that we are currently engaged with. So these, we also have several outward-facing brand engagement ones, but we're also tackling support automation. So this is for enterprises that are huge. They are overloaded by emails internally, as well as coming from the clients. We're trying to automate all of that away, and things that are simple to answer questions, we can just, do away with that. So in general, enterprises for support automation and marketing campaigns for other companies. Yeah.
Great. Any more questions?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. We now, judges, I'm going to put a clock up to give you 3 minutes to come up and to decide a winner. So you can chat amongst yourselves. I'd like to invite the startups, give them all a big round of applause. And we're going to have them all stand in a line. Very good. All right, so just while we're waiting, where are you? So I'm going to ask you a little bit like where you're from. So where are you from?
I'm from Singapore.
You're Singapore, great, and you?
Mumbai.
Mumbai?
Japan.
Japan?
Finland.
Finland.
Singapore.
Singapore.
Singapore and Hong Kong.
Good.
Singapore.
So we've got a good mixture of Singapore, Finland. How did you find out about this? I mean, you know, we've got a lot of Asia represented and then Finland.
Well, I'm actually based in Singapore.
Very good. And what brought you to Singapore?
Work.
Just for this? Why?
Just for this.
Why Singapore?
No, we're basically just open up our office here in Singapore, which I'm sort of helping to expand.
It's very good. So we planned it well to have one of Japan's most famous entrepreneurs now judging on the panel. Do we think there's going to get any favoritism there?
I hope so. And it's very honored that we could have the presentations to let all the audience, not only for the selectors, to hear what we are doing.
So who thinks they're going to win? All right, that's interesting. Let's see what the exit polls come and say in Mumbai. How long have you been doing Jumper for?
For about 9 months. And hence we say that the Jumper bot is just born. It's learning about you. So just give it some time and look out for us.
Very good. Judges, are we doing well with the time? Are we nearing a decision? Are they looking deep conversation, so we'll leave them to it. So how long have you been doing Bolt for?
Actually, we rebranded a content.co, so do check out content.co. We have been around for about 2 years now.
2 years. And how's the past 2 years been?
Fruitful.
Very conservative, this one. Straight answers, no messing, like no conversation. It's like, yeah, what do you want next? What about yourself? Come on, have a bit more of a conversation with me here. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell the audience.
So one of the hobby that I'm planning to do is to dive with some great white sharks this year.
In the cage or out the cage?
Hopefully outside the cage.
You're joking or being serious?
No, serious.
Okay, so if he wins, make sure you can get your money back if he's not around. Right?
Yeah.
Do you dive a lot?
I do dive, yes.
Anyone else scuba dive? No, you don't scuba dive? Scuba diving? Yeah. No, you like to? Have you dived with sharks?
With white sharks, I have, yeah.
All right. I scuba dive. I know I feel like I'm inadequate here. I've never dived with sharks like that. And where's your CEO? He's not joining you? Or is... Come back, come on, come back on. Don't run away. So do you like presenting more than him?
I guess so. I guess I like presenting.
Have you made a decision? Very good. All right. So Barbara, as you know who it is, let's get the check and we can get ready. If we can invite the judges to the stage as well, and you can. We'll tell you who it is. Oh, Barbara, check's here. Microphone.
Thank you. The big check.
So, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to find out who the winner is?
Thank you. First of all, thank you to all the startup. I know it's 3 minutes pitch. It is difficult, but it's, I think, very important that you manage to pitch in 3 minutes and that people get to understand what you do. All of you who are here on the stage have opportunities one day to work with Unilever. Sincerely, all of you have something that we can look at later on. So we had, though, to make a decision. It's not always easy. Decision is made on something, let's say, how can I can put that in a good way, but the solution has to be scalable, and all of you has a scalable solution. So, yeah, I think I'm going to give away the name very quickly.
We're ready to reveal the name?
Yes, I'm ready to give the name.
Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, and the winner is...
Jumper.
thank you. So that's it. There's been our 2 days. I wanted to say a big thank you again to Unilever, to all our event partners. Outside, there's going to be some drinks if some of you want to have a quick drink. And it's been a great few days. Thank you, and we'll see you again next year. Thank you again to Shannon, to Tane, to Tyson-san. Appreciate it. Team Unbound, where are you?